What's going on, everybody? Today, I want to talk about what's going on with Kanye West because the guy's not obviously in good shape at all. And I get it, he's a pretty controversial guy. He pushes buttons, he'll push boundaries, he'll do and say things that are not really looked down upon very well at all. But some may view him as just being raw and authentic. But now, into the meat and potatoes of this subject. Now, in the past, a few years ago, he started talking about like anti Semitic shit, how he loved Hitler, just off the wall kind of, I would say, taboo things that people aren't really comfortable talking about or expressing. Now, eventually, he did apologize for those things, and we thought, okay, you know what? He's on a good path. Some may say, oh, well, he's just doing it for his career, which could be the possibility, right? Right? You would think that he's just going to turn over a new leaf, but that didn't last very long. And then years later, we see him saying that he's a Nazi. He says to free Diddy, even though him and Diddy had some beef, but now all of a sudden, free Diddy, he did nothing wrong. Like according to his IG post or his X account. Why you would free Diddy just appalls me. Also, he's saying stuff like fuck Virgil, which, from what I've learned, he's pretty much a clothing designer. He's a good friend of Kanye, which died of cancer a few years ago. And why would you say fuck Virgil? Why would you say fuck your friend that died of cancer? That's just just awful. It's just awful. I wouldn't say that about my now deceased or long deceased friend. That's just not cool at all. And for a while on Kanye's or Ye's site, Yeezy, the only thing that was being promoted was a swastika shirt, which now it's removed. Like the shirt, it's removed. And when you go on the site, it says coming soon. So I think the management decided, you know what? Let's get rid of this. This is controversial. This does not paint us in a good light. And also, what else was deleted was Kanye's X account, which, you know, now pretty much what I'm going to say is Kanye can say those things, but it doesn't mean that he should. Even though you can, doesn't mean you should. And also, I think from what I've been hearing, and it kind of does make sense, he may be doing this just to promote his new upcoming album, Bully. But from what I'm hearing, it'll just have like anti-Semitic undertones in his new album. Just man, this guy is just off the deep end, and it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there at all because in his IG post, which is also deleted, that's also a trend there. Like the shirt's deleted off of his site, his X account deleted. Well, he deleted that. But now his IG post containing a photo of a KKK outfit was also deleted. It just never stops. You would think, you know what, I'm just gonna take a step back from this, just get my shit together. Nope. He ups the ante. And Here's the thing, right? I listen to Kanye. I'm not saying I'm a mega fan of Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But when I did listen to his music, I thought, you know what? This guy is pretty good. He's good at his craft. You know, he has a successful clothing line. Would I buy his clothes? No, they're not for me. But hey, if it's successful, I gotta give him kudos. I gotta give the guy credit. But you know, just seeing this, it's just sad. It's just sad because we know that he had some issues. He was taking some meds, and his abuse with nitrous oxide. I think it really messed up his mental state because I don't think any other star or any other person would just go out of their way to say the things that they are saying. And the guy's nearly 50. Like I even looked up on Wikipedia. Oh yeah, Wikipedia. You know, it's very credible, right? Wikipedia is so credible, but the guy's nearly 50. He has a family. He has a wife. He has a successful clothing line. He has a very successful music career. But it just seems like he just wants to throw it all away. It seems like he just wants to, you know, flush it down the drain, like flush it down the toilet. And again, as I've said before, I think maybe, just maybe, he should take a step back. I guess apologize again. Just try to apologize. Like, hey, I messed up again. But let's see if people are so forgiving of him this time because, you know, this is pretty damaging, right? It is pretty offensive. It's not called for. Even though, yes, some people may say, oh, it's protected by the First Amendment. Cool. Freedom of speech, I understand that. But at the same time, though, it doesn't mean that people are forced to associate with you just because of certain things that you portray and say. Doesn't mean you're entitled to people being around you. And yeah, man, even though yes, even his own controversy, he did help or try to help Kodak Black, which I'm not a fan of that guy. I am not a fan of his music, but just seeing the guy on drugs and being that messed up, and then Kanye just wants to, you know, I would say paints a good light, like, hey, you know what, I want to help this guy, etc., etc. But, you know, personally, Kanye, if you're listening to this, I don't know if he will listen to this because I'm a small YouTuber, small channel. I don't think he ever will. But for the people that are listening to this, I want to thank you so much for listening. If you want to subscribe, like, comment on this video, I would greatly appreciate it. And let's just see if Kanye can come back from this. He may or may not, you know, but only time will tell. All right, guys. Peace out.